Our featured matchup here on SEN last evening took place at historic Rockne Hall, where Central Catholic played host to Liberty. Now, the Vikings have been on an absolute tear since Christmas. They won their own holiday tournament and entered last night's showdown having claimed 6 of 7 outings since Santa came to town. Facing a Hurricane squad last night looking to get back in the win column after a 3-game winning streak came to a close Friday at rival Freedom. Freshman Blake Hargrove led Liberty with 12 points in Friday's setback, while Central's Jarrell Vigo posted a season-high 24 in the Vikings' out-of-conference triumph Saturday at Nativity. Central Catholic registered a season-high 84 points in that ball game, and the Vikings were off to the races once again last night. Home team scored the first 7 points overall. Senior Nico Polari with 8 in the opening 8 minutes. Liberty's leading scorer, Dwayne Chess Jr., was limited to this lone 3-point field goal in the first quarter, while Central's Lucas Mushrush splashed in a pair of trays to help the Vikings claim a 23-12 lead after one. Now, Hargrove got the deficit back to single digits early in the second with 2 of his 6 points in the period, but the Vikings were quick to respond. An unselfish play in transition by Griffin Patridge sets up an easy deuce for Vigo. The sophomore then battling underneath for another bucket. He had 8 points by halftime. Highlight of the second quarter, though, came from Vikings senior Anthony Jones. Theft at one end turns into a rim-rattling dunk at the other. Jones with 7 at the break, and Central with a 38-24 lead. Third frame was, appropriately, all about the 3-ball. 7 combined triples between the Vikings and Hurricanes over an 8-minute stretch. Chess Jr. with a pair from distance for the visitors, while Mushrush drilled a trio of trays in the period. The sophomore dialing in from long distance 5 times in total last night, finishing with a team-high 19 points. Central Catholic in front 53-39 after 3, and that deficit simply too much for Liberty to overcome. Canes would get a nice final frame from Hargrove as he counted 8 points in the period, finishing with a game-high 20 overall. But it wasn't enough as the Vikings prevail with the 70-57 victory, 4 finishing in double figures for Dennis Sensit's group last night. After Mushrush's 19 points, Jones added 17, while Vigo and Polari chipped in 15 and 14, respectively.